stage. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am here to inform you that our chief guest, Shri Sarbanand Sonowalji, Honorable Union Minister for Ports, Shipping and Waterways, is already at the venue. He has inaugurated the exhibition by cutting the ribbon and is now visiting the pavilions. He will be here in the conference arena in a very, very short while. So all those yet standing, requested to please take your seats and do ensure that your cell phones are on the silent, and we all know the reason why. So let us be in readiness to welcome our chief guest, Shri Sarbanand Sonowalji, Honorable Union Minister for Ports, Shipping and Waterways. As just mentioned, he has already inaugurated the exhibition. He will be visiting a couple of stalls and will be with us here very, very shortly. As soon as he is here in this conference area, we will commence the inaugural session of this Maritime India Conference and Expo 2025. Thank you. I draw your attention, ladies and gentlemen. The Honorable Union Minister for Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Shri Sarbanand Sonowal ji, will be in the conference area any time now. All those yet standing, requested to please take your seats and do ensure that your cell phones are on the silent so as to avoid disturbances during the proceedings. Thank you for your cooperation. देवी और सज्जनों, बस कुछ ही अवधि में इस आयोजन का आरंभ होगा। माननीय मंत्री महोदय जी कॉन्फ्रेंस एरिया में बस कुछ ही पलों में आ जाएंगे। उसके तुरंत पश्चात उद्घाटन सत्र का हम आरंभ करेंगे। आप सभी से निवेदन है, कृपया बैठ जाएं और अपने मोबाइल फोन साइलेंट पर रखें। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। Ladies and gentlemen, let us be in readiness to welcome our chief guest, Shri Sarbanand Sonowal ji, Honorable Union Minister for Ports, Shipping and Waterways. I announce the arrival of our chief guest, Shri Sarbanand Sonowal ji, Honorable Union Minister for Ports, Shipping and Waterways. Let us welcome him with a resounding of claps, ladies and gentlemen. Along with the Honorable Minister, we have our guest of honor, Mr. T.K. Ramachandran, Secretary, Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Government of India, Mr. Shyam Jagannathan, Director General, Directorate General of Shipping, Mr. Nabil Tawati, Consul General, Consulate General of the Netherlands in India, Mr. Subba Rao, President, Indian National Shipowners Association and Managing Director, Sanmar Shipping Limited, Mr. Manab Mazumdar, Senior Advisor, FICCI, and Madam Nirja Singh, Assistant Secretary General, FICCI. A very good morning, everyone. Good morning. It gives me, Manasi, immense delight in extending a hearty welcome to all of you, especially the Honorable Minister, esteemed guests, distinguished dignitaries, invitees, stakeholders, delegates and participants who are present here for this extremely special event. Inauguration of the Maritime India Conference and Expo 2025 with the theme Expanding Horizons, Enhancing Sustainability and Connectivity. Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed heartening to see all of you gathered here for advancing India's maritime sector. It is truly an honor and proud privilege to have Shri Sarbanand Sonowal ji as our chief guest. His visionary leadership has been instrumental in driving transformative changes in India's maritime sector, enhancing connectivity and fostering economic growth. We are truly fortunate to have you with us today, sir. I also extend a warm welcome once again to the rest of the guests and dignitaries on stage. So ladies and gentlemen, in keeping with FICCI's commitment towards sustainability, instead of greeting with bouquets of flowers, we will present a thicket of trees. The certificate is our commitment to plant trees in the name of our guests at the Trees for Ecotourism, Songu, Sikkim. The green certificate has GIS code for tracking. I will request Mr. Subba Rao, President, Indian National Shipowners Association and Managing Director, Sanmar Shipping Limited, to please greet, welcome and felicitate our chief guest, Shri Sarbanand Sonowal ji, Honorable Union Minister for Ports, Shipping and Waterways, with a green certificate along with a traditional gamucha. Please accept this as a token of reverence, love, appreciation and gratitude. Sir, the green certificate, as I just mentioned, I request Mr. Subba Rao yet one more time to please greet, welcome and felicitate our guest of honor, Mr. T.K. Ramachandran, Secretary, Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Government of India, with a traditional gamucha. Welcome, sir. Thank you, Mr. Rao. I will now request Mr. Manab Mazumdar, Senior Advisor, FICCI, to please present a traditional gamucha and welcome Mr. Shyam Jagannathan, Director General, Directorate of Shipping. Welcome, sir. I request Mr. Mazumdar to also welcome Mr. Nabil Tawati, Consul General, Consulate General of the Netherlands in India. Welcome to you. Thank you. I will now call upon Mr. Subba Rao, President, Indian National Shipowners Association and Managing Director, Sanmar Shipping Limited, for the welcome address and context setting. Mr. Rao.
Shri Sarbanand Sonowal ji, Honorable Minister for Shipping and Waterways, Government of India, Shri T.K. Ramachandran, Secretary, Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Government of India, Shri Shyam Jagannathan, Director General and Additional Secretary, Directorate General of Shipping, Mr. Nabil Tawati, Consulate General of the Kingdom of Netherlands in India, Mr. Jagannarayan Padmanabhan, Senior Director and Global Head Transport, Logistics and Mobility, CRISIL, Mr. Manab Mazumdar, Senior Advisor, FICCI, senior government officials, dignitaries, industry delegates, and friends from the media. On behalf of FICCI, I extend a warm welcome to all of you at this Maritime India Conference and Expo 2025, expanding horizons, enhancing stability and connectivity. It's indeed a great privilege for FICCI to host this event after a tireless effort for the next 2 days. I'd like to express my sincere gratitude to Sri Sarbananda Sonowalji for his transformative leadership and dedication to India's maritime vision. There is a clip that I've recently read which says, रात को वक्त तो गुजारने के लिए सूरज अपने समय पर ही निकलते हैं. This is a connotation that I drive with something called patience, and Sonowal ji actually epitomizes that patience and the calmness that we see here today. The way he has gone around the delegates, the way he has gone around the exhibition stalls, it's been amazing, and it's very kind of him to spend that kind of time that FICCI has invested. So many congratulations to you on receiving the cabinet approval for the development of the National Maritime Heritage Complex at Lothal in Gujarat. This initiative, dedicated to India's rich maritime history and heritage, will position India strategically as a maritime power. I'd also like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Sri T.K. Ramchandran ji for his tireless efforts and exceptional leadership in driving the maritime sector's transformation. Maritime sector has undergone significant transformation in the last 10 years, driven by technological advancements, policy initiatives, and an increased focus on enhancing infrastructure and sustainability. Today, we stand at the crossroads of India's journey in becoming a global maritime powerhouse. The government's visionary initiatives such as Maritime India Vision 2030, Amrit Kal Vision 2047, Sagarmala Program, Gati Shakti National Master Plan, and the Green Tug Transition Initiative are not just blueprints for development, but actionable roadmaps for transforming the sector. These programs to modernize port infrastructure, enhance connectivity, and boost logistics efficiency while promoting sustainability and innovation. Building on the foundation of public-private collaborations and the advancements in port infrastructure, the sector is poised for unprecedented growth. As the backbone of global commerce, the sector holds immense potential for harnessing India's vast network of coastal and inland waterways. Key reforms such as the Coastal Shipping Bill and the National Logistics Policy are critical enablers, paving the way for seamless multimodal connectivity, reducing logistics costs, and driving India's competitiveness on the global stage. However, there are always a few gaps that need to be addressed. The availability of skilled labor, adoption of sustainable fuels, and infrastructure gaps in the first and last mile connectivity remaining pressing challenges. Another key area is India's shipbuilding industry, which has a significant potential to become a global hub, for the simple reason that while the world is preparing to invest in the existing shipyards, India has the golden opportunity to do it from scratch. It is just that we do not have the shipbuilding capability that we had in the past, but we are in such a situation today that we can start from scratch as the ground is available. The private sector is prepared to bring investment and expertise to augment shipyard capabilities. The major issue in shipbuilding and ship repairs, which the government is tackling on an urgent manner, is the education and skilled labor, which is a need of the hour. As global attention turns towards decarbonization, India's maritime sector has to lead by example. However, transitioning to net zero emissions requires an industry-wide commitment to innovation, collaboration, and investment. Ladies and gentlemen, India's maritime sector is at the threshold of unprecedented growth. The industry recognizes its critical role as a partner in driving this transformation. By fostering collaboration, embracing innovation, and prioritizing sustainability, we can unlock the true potential of this vital sector. And one of the last comments that I would like to make as part of an association of the Indian National Shipowners, we the shipowners are very keenly working with the government to ensure that any non-level playing field of indirect taxes or direct taxes or any such issue is being discussed vigorously at the government level for India's shipping tonnage to grow by leaps and bounds. This conference has been carefully designed to address key priorities in the maritime sector. Over the next 2 days, we shall explore critical themes, including smart and sustainable ports, emerging trends, shipping and logistics, and advancements in shipbuilding, maritime tourism, and green shipping aligned with India's Maritime Vision 2047. As we embark on this ambitious journey, let us reaffirm a commitment to building a resilient, sustainable, and a globally competitive maritime industry. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all on behalf of Vicky for this wonderful conference, and we look forward to the day's chief guest speaking on the occasion. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rao, for the initial remarks and also for setting the tone of the conference. I will now request Mr. Nabil Tawati, Consulate General of the Netherlands in India, for his address. Mr. Tawati.
Hello, everybody. Honorable Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Mr. Sarabananda Sonowal, Mr. T.K. Ramachandran, His Excellency Secretary, Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Mr. Shyam Jagannathan, Director General for Shipping, Mr. Sanjay Sethi, Additional Chief Secretary, Transport, Ports and Home, Government of Maharashtra, Mr. Vijay Sankar, Vice President, FICCI, Mr. Dhruv Kotak, Chairman, Ports and Shipping Vicky Committee on Transport Infrastructure, and also Mr. Manab Majumdar, my neighbor, Senior Advisor, FICCI. Namaste, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start by congratulating the Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry for organizing the 3rd edition of India Maritime 2025. It gives me a great pleasure to be part of this opening ceremony, and the Netherlands is also proud to participate as a partner country. The Netherlands and India have a long-standing cooperation in the maritime sector. As many of you know, my country, the Netherlands, has an excellent location in northwestern Europe and is the gateway to the industrial heartland in Germany and northern France. But that competitive advantage is by no means a given. The Dutch government continues to invest in infrastructure, including port extensions and intermodal hinterland corridors. Over the years, we have learned that balancing the needs of a dynamic city with the functions of a busy commercial port can be challenging. This would be indeed similar to a rapidly growing city such as Mumbai, this beautiful city of dreams. Yet we managed to overcome this challenge. Both Amsterdam and also Rotterdam, while being port cities, also rank in the top 20 of Europe's most livable cities. The Netherlands and India have a shared interest in creating a safe and sustainable maritime sector. Therefore, it doesn't come as a surprise that the Netherlands in India is focusing on a few things. The first thing is sustainable ports and logistics, supply chain optimization, and decarbonization of shipping, as well as maritime security. When we talk about maritime security, the focus is both on protecting critical infrastructure, think of cyber resilience, and also promoting diversified and resilient supply chain, whether it's critical raw materials, medicine, but also food. In the Netherlands, 1/3 of our national income is earned abroad. In many ways, this also defines our trade and investments with India. We are the fourth largest source of foreign direct investments in India. And a considerable part of these investments goes to the maritime sector, including ports, shipping, and logistics. The vast coastline of India and its geostrategic location makes it well positioned to become a global player in maritime transport. And by further creating state-of-the-art port facilities, India is attracting foreign companies to invest here. And I must say, with clear and tangible results. Because by investing in the development of ports, it unlocks a world of opportunities. Think of trade, employment, but also economic development in general. Last year, His Excellency Prime Minister Modi laid the foundation stone for the megaport development at Vadhavan. This is an impressive achievement, and I must say, congratulations to Honorable Minister Sonowal. Maybe a big applause for the Minister. Because such a development opens a wide array of opportunities for Dutch companies to invest as well. I am therefore joined by a number of Dutch companies today, including APM Terminals, Boskalis, Dames Shipyards, Royal IHC, and also Van Oord. We also have an important delegate present today from our headquarters, the Netherlands Ministry of Infrastructure and Water. So I would like to conclude by saying that while India and the Netherlands are robust and vibrant in the sector of maritime, we are only at the beginning of this journey. So the Netherlands will remain a strong and willing partner in India's development process because we are historic friends and strategic partners. Historic friends because we have a historic footprint in this beautiful country and because we have shared values. Strategic partners because we want to deepen our knowledge and innovation partnership in energy transition, sustainable food production, and healthcare, in addition to this important topic of today, maritime development. Because in the end, if India unlocks its potential, the Netherlands unlocks its potential. And if India prospers, the Netherlands prospers. So thank you very much, and I wish you a very good conference.
Thank you, Mr. Navati, for sharing your thoughts with us this morning. I will now invite Mr. Shyam Jagannathan, Director General, Directorate General of Shipping, to address this August gathering.
Shri Sarbananda Sonowal ji, Honorable Union Minister for Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Shri T.K. Ramchandran sir, respected Secretary, Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, other dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen. It's a privilege to participate here in the third edition of the International Maritime India Conference and Expo 2025. This is setting the tone for growth in the ports, shipping, waterways, and the logistics sector for our nation. Our Honorable Prime Minister, sir, has given us a vision which is powered by the Viksit Bharat Sankalp. Our Honorable Union Minister, sir, is leading from the front, very spirited and very dedicated to translate this Sankalp with the Maritime India Vision 2030 and the Amritkal Vision 2047. India today is the second leading nation in ship recycling. The Maritime India Vision propels it to number 1 globally. We are 18th in the shipbuilding. We aspire to reach the top 5 nations. We are the 3rd nation in seafaring, contributing as on date more than 3 lakh seafarers. We aspire to be the top nation, contributing more than 20% of the global seafaring pool. 1 in every 5 seafarers would be an Indian, ports capacities would be quadrupled. From the 13th position in the cruise segment, both for Asia and for Pacific, we will propel ourselves to the 4th position. Our nation's time has come. India is truly a global leader. In the IMO, we were elected to the category B with the highest number of votes ever. And we also expect the Secretary General of the IMO to visit India in the next month. Our classification society has reached 50 years of dedicated excellence in service to the maritime domain. And it is a proud privilege for me to be incumbent as the Director General of Shipping, which as a public office and statutory regulator has given 75 years of service to our nation. As the maritime domain and our interests grow, the Director General of Shipping is also transiting to Director General Maritime Administration, covering regulations not just for mercantile marine, but for the port sector, for shipyards, for ship recycling units, for offshore operations, for inland connectivity and legislation related and multiple logistics. We assure the Honorable Minister, sir, and all the maritime domain stakeholders of our continued dedication and facilitative regulation. In the forthcoming month, we will be coming out with the National Consultative Draft on Green Shipping Policy, along with the alternate fuel strategy for the decarbonization effort by India Maritime. For seafarers and crew welfare, under the leadership of the Honorable Minister, we have launched two major initiatives. Sagar Mein Yog, which encompasses wellness at sea, and Sagar Mein Samman, which is a gender parity module. We are positioning ourselves for the first ever Maritime Games, which will then grow into a regular annual National Maritime Games event. In all efforts are being made to ensure a vibrant, facilitative, stakeholder participation-led progressive engagement furthering our nation's maritime interests. We are grateful for the opportunity and will look forward to everyone's participation in this partnership. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Mr. Jagannathan, for your valuable insights on this significant occasion. I will now request our guest of honor, Mr. T.K. Ramachandran, Secretary, Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Government of India, for a special address. Mr. Ramachandran.
Honorable Minister for Port, Shipping and Waterways, Shri Sarbananda Sonowal ji, my colleagues on the stage, Mr. Shyam Jagannathan, His Excellency Mr. Nabil Tawati, Consul General from the Netherlands, Mr. Subbarao and Mr. Majumdar, and all the other delegates who are here to participate in this inaugural function. To all of you, a very good morning, namaskar. It's a matter of honor and privilege for us to be participating in this Maritime India Conference and Expo that FICCI has organized and done it so well. So my compliments, congratulations to them. As usual, when we talk about horizons and sustainability and connectivity, I have to fall back on the vision that the Honorable Prime Minister has for this sector. And I'll share some of the aspects of this vision which have been delineated in our MIV 2030 as well as in the Maritime Amritkal Vision 2047. The Maritime Amritkal Vision was released in October 23 when we had the Global Maritime India Summit, and much of the work that the ministry is now doing stems from that vision. and under the guidance of our Honorable Minister, every single aspect of this vision is being addressed, is being implemented, and the necessary systems for this are being put in place. It is a pleasure also to work with the industry, and I find the industry here is very well represented. And every single, I think, part of the industry seems to be represented here, which is a good thing. It is like the Indian thali. So there is, in the Indian thali, there is something for everyone, you know, from the chapati to the pickle, there is something for everyone. So something similar is happening here. And therefore, I would like to urge all members of the industry to participate in large numbers in the various schemes that we are now implementing, or that we are conceptualizing. So we have three broad verticals in the ministry, which is the ports, the shipping, and the waterways. Now in the ports, what has happened is, I think, a matter which all of you know. The capacities have doubled, the efficiencies have increased, the turnaround time, for instance, has gone down from 4 days to 1 day, and PPPs have come up in a major way. We have more than 81 public-private partnerships awarded, and there are mega projects like Vardavan and Galathea Bay and, you know, being implemented. So the sector is looking up. There are huge opportunities for investment, and so my request would be, those of you who are leaders in the world, whether it's in technology or whether it's in automation or whether it's in deep sea mining or dredging, all of you should participate in these projects. I would welcome you to do that, because we are doing everything possible to ensure that investments are smooth and whatever policy support is required is given. The second major vertical is the shipping vertical, and again, as mentioned by some of the speakers earlier, the shipbuilding, repair, recycling, this vertical is something that is receiving a lot of attention. We understand that financing is an issue, so we are coming up with an intervention in finance, Maritime Development Fund. Similarly, we understand that there are issues related to insurance, there are issues related to taxation and infrastructure and so on, demand. All this we are addressing through our various schemes under the shipbuilding vertical. And I hope that within a couple of months, the budget is due. So I will not speak much about what we are expecting from the budget, but we are expecting a lot, and we hope that these will be provided for in the budget. Then on waterways, again, waterways, which was virtually a sleeping sector. There were just 5 waterways, and now there are 111. And the coastal cargo volume as well as the waterway, inland waterways volume is enormous, and it's about 3 to 4 times what it was a few years back. So these 3 verticals are something that we are looking at very carefully, and we hope that with the support of the industry bodies, we will be able to take it forward. In this context, I'd also like all of you to look at participating in these ventures through some of the fora that we have established. The Indian Maritime Center, which the Honorable Prime Minister launched a few months back. Now this is a forum, a federation of federations. So I request all of you who are part of the maritime family to become members of this IMC. Then there are certain horizontals that cut across all these verticals, and that includes digital, that includes green, because one of the themes of this expo is enhancing sustainability. That includes R&D, innovation, and cruise tourism. So in cruise tourism, for instance, Mumbai is the leader. The city of Mumbai is the leader. So we want 5 million tourists in India within 5 to 10 years, and much more than that by 2047. So the vision is there, the employment opportunities are there, the investment opportunities are there. So it's up to us to ensure that these opportunities are taken advantage of. Then on the policy level, a lot of policy reforms have been brought in, and this is These are policy reforms that have taken place over the last 10 years, whether it is the Major Ports Authorities Act, the Inland Vessels Act, the Merchant Shipping Bill, which is now in Parliament, the Coastal Shipping Bill. A number of policy reforms have also been taken, and all of them attempt to ensure that we have a more open, a more transparent, a more business-friendly, and kind of a dispensation so that all of you can take part in this growth. The Consul General from Netherlands alluded to some of the schemes that we are implementing, and the Sagarmala scheme is one of the most important of these schemes, and we hope that in the version 2, Sagarmala 1, now Sagarmala 2, there'll be much more of implementation of the various vision items that we've already, the world has already been told about. Then finally, on global connectivity, a lot of work is being done on ensuring that India's presence in the global stage is enhanced. Some of them were alluded to by the DG. There are other such ventures that we are taking up. The Indian Ports Global Limited, which operates in the Chabahar port in Iran. Similarly, we are looking at a memorandum between the IPGL, the IPRCL, the SDCL, so that several such ports across the world, whether it's in Bangladesh or Myanmar or Sri Lanka or in the Middle East or in Africa, can be taken up and operated by Indian entities. Then ship recycling was specifically mentioned. Now, ship recycling, I'm happy to tell you that the Hong Kong Convention is coming into force in June this year, and most of our shipping recycling yards in Alang are all compliant, which means we get this business into India. So whether it is shipbuilding or ship repair or ship recycling, all of them are areas that we are ensuring will be part of the menu, and where the reforms will take place, and we will ensure that investments happen. And then on research and innovation, we are starting an innovation hub. We've already done that in IIT Madras and in IIM Kozhikode. So our aim is to put in an innovation and research team together, research scheme together, and ensure that there are at least half a dozen maritime innovation hubs across India, in IIT Kharagpur, in IIT Madras, in IMU and IIT Bombay, and so on. The idea is that there are a number of maritime startups who want us to assist them to grow, and we assure them that we will do our best to ensure that every single startup is given the assistance that is required, whether in terms of infrastructure or in terms of funding, in terms of marketing, and in terms of onboarding into the port sector. So finally, I would like to tell you that under this vision, the investments expected by 2047 are almost $1 trillion, and by 2030, we expect that about 5 lakh crores is what the investment will look like, because just under green, the green hydrogen hubs that we are proposing in Kandla and in Tuticorin and Paradeep, they have received so much of interest. There are half a dozen companies which have come forward to invest in these places. About 4,000 acres is has already been taken on lease by these companies, and we hope that in a year or so, some of these companies will actually start producing hydrogen, and there will be offtake from the rest of the world. So there's so much to speak about the maritime sector, and I'm sure the Honorable Minister also will be touching on many aspects. So I would like to congratulate again FICCI for having organized this conference. We have another conference being organized in October, and so you did a one-up on us, but anyway, we will not hold that against you, and we hope that when we do this 100 times bigger, I hope it will be 100 times bigger than this conference in October, all of you will be present and you will bring in many more participants, and we will have a much more detailed and much more grander dialogue. Thank you so much again for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Ramachandran, for addressing the audience and also for extending your best wishes to the event, among many other things. Time now, ladies and gentlemen, to launch the event catalogue. I will request the Honorable Minister to please do us the honors. Ladies and gentlemen, this event catalogue comprises information about the stakeholders, the exhibitors, speakers, as well as details of the sponsors. Moments to be treasured in the form of photographs. Thank you, and before I request the Honorable Minister to release the report of Vicky Crisel on Forging New Horizons, the growth of India's shipbuilding and repair industry, I will call upon Mr. Jagan Narayanan Padmanabham, Senior Director and Global Head, Transport, Logistics and Mobility, Crisel, to please join in. Ladies and gentlemen, this report provides highlights of the journey of the global and Indian shipbuilding markets, the factors driving growth, and how India holds the potential to become a leading hub for shipbuilding and repair. It also sheds light on green shipping, market segmentation, and the challenges and opportunities ahead. So this is a report by Vicky in partnership with Crisel, the knowledge partner for the summit. Thank you, Mr. Padmanabhan, for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting a visionary who embodies the spirit of innovation, a guiding force, steering and boosting progress, leading the way forward in development with his active contribution. Please put your hands together for the keynote address by Shri Sarbanand Sonowal ji, Honorable Union Minister for Ports, Shipping and Waterways.
Namaskar. Today, a day which is to be celebrated among us to glorify the maritime industry and its activities and its contribution to the growth of national economy. This particular occasion is being practically put into the ground by none other than Vicky today with this Maritime India Conference and Expo 2025. So first of all, I am thankful to Vicky and its all officials, all office bearers, respected Secretary, Ministry of Port, Shipping, Waterways, Mr. T.K. Ramachandran ji, respected Director General of Shipping, Shyam Jagannathan ji, respected Consulate General of the Netherlands and India, Mr. Nabil Tawati, respected President INSA, Mr. Shubha Raoji, respected Senior Advisor, Vicky, Mr. Manap Majumdar ji, respected Assistant General Secretary, Secretary General FICCI, Madam Narja Singh ji, and all other dignitaries present here today, and my media friends. Wherever this kind of event is organized, we feel always delighted, touched, because our job is to expedite this particular industry. आप सबको मालूम है, जलमार्ग के बिना मानव सभ्यता की विकास असंभव है और सदियों से दुनिया की मानव समाज ने अपने विकास के लिए, समाज को मजबूत बनाने के लिए जलमार्ग के जरिए ही अपने जीवन को आगे बढ़ाया है. तो I firmly believe that this is the mode of transportation which is key to the growth of human civilization. In all the aspects, civilization creating an ecosystem across the world for our friendship, love and affection, and also creating a greatest human task to everybody. This bond of friendship is always being strengthened by the waterways. So I believe this particular conviction should be always there in the mindset of the people involved in this particular sector. हमें महसूस होना चाहिए. और मैं एक छोटी सी लाइन बोलना चाहता हूं, पानी में पैसा है. बिजनेस की दृष्टिकोण से बोलना चाहता हूं. ये तो दुनिया में साबित हुई है. दिस हैज बीन प्रूफ. नाउ whoever is developing faster, their development is based on this kind of mode of transportation, waterways. Whether it is inland waterways, coastal waterways, or ocean cruise or ocean shipping. In every sector, whoever is putting their best possible effort, they are creating history. They are, attending the landmark success. So I believe this is the way we'll have to proceed in the near future. और आज देश के अंदर परम आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में हमारे पोर्ट शिपिंग वाटरवेज इस सेक्टर को जो बढ़ावा मिली है, जो विशेष मान्यता मिली है, इसके वजह से पिछले 10 साल के अंदर देश में विकास की गति बढ़ने लगी और पोर्ट शिपिंग वाटरवेज ने भी तरक्की करने लगे. आप लोगों ने इस सेक्टर में काफी योगदान दी है. आप लोगों का बहुत बड़ा एक भूमिका है. पीपीपी मॉडल की हिसाब से पिछले 10 साल में सागरमाला हो, मैरीटाइम इंडिया विजन 2030 हो, और आप अमृतकाल इंडिया विजन 2047, हर कार्यक्रम में आप लोगों का बहुत बड़ा योगदान है और रहेगा. हम लोगों ने पिछली बार इन द लास्ट टाइम, आई थिंक लास्ट ईयर इट वाज इन अक्टूबर ना, लाइक ग्लोबल मैरीटाइम इंडिया समिट held at Mumbai last year, and in that particular summit the participation from across the globe was exciting, very encouraging, and in that particular summit more than 360 numbers of MOU had been signed with a commitment of worth of 80 lakhs crore investment in the next 25 years in the different sector. whether it is green shipping, green port, green energy, and also shipbuilding, ship repairs, coastal, ocean cruise, coastal cruise, river cruise, in all other vertical in this particular shipping industry. And I believe now you have a bigger role to play. I have a small submission, written submission. I am not a good reader, but please bear with me. I want to put into record some of the line to be quoted by reading. It is a privilege to address this esteemed gathering of industry leaders, innovators, and maritime professionals at the FICCI Maritime Conference and Expo 2025. This platform reflects not only the dynamism of India's maritime sector, but also the transformative vision of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, who has championed a forward-looking approach of speed and scale in infrastructure development, driving our nation towards becoming a global economic powerhouse. Under the visionary leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, India's maritime sector has become a cornerstone of the country's economic resurgence. Guided by the mantra of reform, perform and transform, the government has introduced a series of bold initiatives to modernize our port and enhance connectivity and make India a global hub for trade and logistics. The ambitious PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan integrates various modes of transportation, facilitating seamless logistics and unlocking the full potential of our ports and maritime sector. Over the past decades, India's maritime landscape has undergone remarkable transformation. Major ports now handle 820 million metric tons of cargo annually, marking a 47% increase from 2014, while port capacity has more than doubled from 800 million metric ton to 1630 million metric ton. India's global standing has also risen, with 9 Indian ports making it to the World Bank Container Port Performance Index 2023, including Visakhapatnam ranking among the top 20 globally. This achievement epitomize our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji's vision of port for prosperity, where infrastructure serves as a springboard for economic growth and job creation. India is now entering an era of mega ports. The Bhadavan port in Maharashtra is set to become the country's largest container port, designed to handle ultra-large vessels. This landmark project, developed through the PPP model, will position India among the top 10 global container ports by 2034. Similarly, the International Container Transshipment Port at Galathea Bay in Great Nakuba will reinforce India's strategic role in transshipment cargo handling, strengthening our connectivity with global trade routes. The government has prioritized digitization and sustainability to enhance efficiency and competitiveness. Platforms like the Maritime Single Window, Sagar Manthan Dashboard, and Sagar Setu mobile app have unfolded the ease of doing business environment in India. Digitization and mechanization of our ports have reduced container dwell time to just 3 days and achieved a turnaround time of 0.9 days, surpassing many advanced countries. This effort aligned with the broader goal of PM Gati Shakti, ensuring that logistics remains streamlined and cost-effective across the country. The maritime sector is also a key player in India's green transition. Under the National Hydrogen Mission, ports such as Kandla, Paradip and Tuticorin are being developed as green hydrogen hubs. Initiatives like the Harit Sagar Green Port Guidelines and offshore wind energy project underscore our commitment to sustainability. With increasing investment in eco-friendly technologies, India is poised to lead the global transition towards carbon neutral shipping and port operation. The growth of our shipbuilding and repair capabilities further showcase the synergy between government policies and private enterprise. The updated shipbuilding financial assistance policy has catalyzed domestic shipbuilding, securing 10,500 crores worth of ship order while creating a robust supply chain and employment opportunities. As we move towards our vision of 2047, India will achieve a port capacity of 10,000 million ton per annum, supported by world-class infrastructure, cutting-edge technologies and robust regulatory framework. This conference serves as a crucial platform to align industry efforts with the government vision, fostering collaboration to unlock the full potential of the maritime sector. Let us leverage this opportunity to forge partnership, share insight and collectively chart a path towards a future defined by prosperity, resilience and sustainability. So this is the way I believe we'll have to proceed, because we'll have to join hand to each other. This is the only working chemistry which can bring lot of changes to our nation, and particularly whether it is maritime voice, maritime business, all kind of maritime industry. In all these sectors, I believe you will have to play the key role. And I am confident with the support of your active kind of contribution, this particular ministry in the last 10 years, under the dynamic leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, we could achieve many milestones. And particularly when the World Bank Logistic Performance Index reports came out to public, this has reflected how in the last 10 years, the last decade was so crucial for India in this particular maritime sector. And I am confident with your active support, we'll grow faster. Speed and scale, these are the two words we'll have to always keep in our mind, that we'll have to compete with the best of the best. And this particular competition will have to prove that we are the best. We are the best. We are the best. Don't you get connected? मैंने बोला हमें सर्वश्रेष्ठ होना होगा और हमारी यही लक्ष्य है. हम चाहते हैं कि हम दुनिया की इस कॉम्पिटिटिव माहौल में अपने सबसे बेहतर हम परफॉर्मेंस दें, सफलता प्राप्त करें, क्योंकि अगले 25 साल के अंदर हमें सेल्फ रिलायंट बननी है, आत्मनिर्भर भारत निर्माण करनी है और उसी दिशा में अपने विकास की यात्रा को अगर हम विद स्पीड एंड स्केल अगर हम रख पाए तो निश्चित रूप से वो सफलता हम प्राप्त करेंगे. और पिछली 10 साल का जो अनुभव है, उपलब्धि है, हर भारतीय को लगने लगा है हम कर सकते हैं, हम किसी से कम नहीं। तो I am really happy, Fiki. Please keep on organizing this kind of event all the time to motivate our partners, because it is a PPP model. Everyone will have to be charged up with commitment, dedication, devotion, and hard work and better policy and program. And government is providing this kind of policy and program which is friendly to you, all the stakeholders, private players. And I believe this is the ecosystem needs to be all the time strengthened to achieve our goal. With these few words, I again request all of you in the forthcoming Global Maritime India Summit, as our Secretary Ramachandranji rightly pointed out, that by October we are going to organize this event. Please come forward and participate. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for the invigorating words, which will certainly inspire us to surge ahead as we stand at the threshold of a new chapter for the nation. The vote of thanks will now be delivered by Mr. Manav Majumdar, Senior Advisor, FICCI.
Thank you. Honorable Minister, sir, respected Secretary, respected DG Shipping, all other dignitaries on and off the dais, ladies and gentlemen, I have a very pleasant duty to carry out that of proposing a vote of thanks. We are most grateful to Honorable Minister Sri Sarbananda Sonowal ji for his inspiring, encouraging keynote address. Sir, we are most grateful to you for kindly gracing the occasion. Thank you very much. I would like to extend our sincere most thanks and appreciation to Sri Ramachandran for his kind presence and sharing his insights with the audience in this inaugural session. Our sincere thanks are also due to DG Shipping, Sri Shyam Jagannathan ji. Thank you so much. I take this opportunity to express and record our sincere thanks to the Government of Netherlands and for your kind presence, sir. Thank you so much. We are encouraged by that. I would also like to thank our state partner, namely Andhra Pradesh. Such support, collaboration and cooperation go a long way in recognizing the importance of international and state cooperation in fostering growth in the sector. We would also like to put on record our sincere thanks to DPIIT for kindly supporting this program. We most sincerely acknowledge our exclusive event partner JM Baxi for extending their unstinted support. In addition, I would like to thank all other partners of this event, esteemed speakers, distinguished dignitaries, exhibitors, delegates, NESCO team, our colleagues, my team from FICCI, and of course, friends from media, for your kind presence, valuable support and hard work towards making this conference and event a great success. With these words, I would like to thank all of you once again and request you to kindly carry out this vote of thanks with a huge round of applause. Thank you so much. Namaskar, Jai Hind.
Thank you, and before we close, a group picture that will stay with us for times to come. Can we please come together for a group photograph, please? यादगार पल हम सभी के लिए कैप्चर हो रहे हैं फोटोग्राफ्स के रूप में. तालियों की गूंज के साथ हम इस पल को सजाएंगे. We thank the Honorable Minister once again for his gracious presence on this momentous occasion. And as we end the inaugural session, let us take a moment to reflect on the vision which undoubtedly guides us in shaping the path forward for the Indian maritime ecosystem. On that highly cheerful and positive note, ladies and gentlemen, we conclude the inaugural session, which was extremely enlightening, and I'm sure you all will agree with me. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to explore the exhibition area. It is an excellent opportunity to engage with the innovative solutions and connect with industry leaders, showcasing their contributions to the maritime and logistics sector. और इसी के साथ उद्घाटन सत्र का समापन होता है. धन्यवाद.